Right, good evening, everybody. How are we? I hope you are all very well. I just had to run upstairs to grab a fan because it is sweating. It is sweating. I will come to the chat now, but please do me a load of favors. Like the video, subscribe if you've not been here before. Get your score predictions and first goal scorers in so we can just keep that for a little bit of fun. And use the links to follow us on everything. If you wouldn't mind, that would be awesome. Teams are just about to come out. I've got a shandy. It's not a shandy. It's a cider. My phone's going mental because obviously there's a game going on at the moment, which is the women's game. 29 messages. What's happened since I've... God. Right, so here come the teams. Let me go into the chat and let's have a look and see. John Hills is here. Yes. There you go. First one in. That's what we want. 3-2 win for the Cheesemakers. First goal scorer, Swiss guy. That's what we need to know. First goal scorer. Let me just go into Discord and remind everybody that we've got a watch along going on. So that nobody misses it. That should do. So there was a cracker of a game before, as somebody referenced. Egypt well and truly bottled it, didn't they? Can't believe it. 2-0 up, 20 odd minutes to go. Thought that's it. Evening, Ledge. How are you? Get your score in if you can. Your score prediction. I haven't done. I'm repeating that, and I haven't done it myself. Right, I've got to take a guess here. I haven't seen the teams, though that would help me. Let's have a look. They're just about to do the national anthems. So look, there we go. Who do I fancy? I fancy Luis Diaz, to be honest, as first goal scorer. Right, so let's tag mine. There. Munoz, good. That's a decent effort. That is a decent effort. Get your score predictions in. First goal scorers, score predictions. Let's have some fun. Even if you don't know the players, just have a guess. Oh, that cider is lovely. It is roasted in North Wales. I'm going to get hotter and hotter towards the weekend. So, yeah. Need to do a video for a letter for last week. That's what I should have done. Damn it. Right. Colombia national anthem is just taking place. Wrexham are 2-0 up now, apparently, and Lily Jones has just scored. Yes, well done, Lily. There's Lily's shirt behind me. Signed. Richie, I don't think anybody's old enough other than me and you to remember Carlos Valderrama, Richie. That's the problem. $33 in Surrey, yeah, and it's going to get hotter, Ledge, isn't it? Good evening, Liz. Latecomers, come on, get your score prediction and first goal scorer in. Oh, that's your prediction, well, second. Oh dear. That is refreshing. That's mango Copperberg I'm on tonight. It's all right, Swiss. He was winding us up. Welsh Techie was. Valderrama with his mop of blonde afro. That's it. He was a very tidy player as well, to be fair. Wasn't a world beater, but he was a very accomplished footballer. And of course, they had René Higuita in goal as well, didn't they? He was also mad as a box of frogs. So that helped. Just got to keep warming up and seeing what's going on. Lots of substitutions in that women's game. But no goals, it would appear. Quality sponsored lager. Swiss 2-1. No drone footage. Love it. Who's the first goal scorer, Richie? That was René Higuita, John. I mean, he only did it once or twice, I think. It's not like he did it every game or anything, but got the obligatory camera image of the referees now. James Rodriguez and Xhaka are high-fiving. James Rodriguez was a funny player. He came to life at one or two big tournaments, but the rest of the time he was pretty average, wasn't he? Ebola. I think you mean Embolo. Ebola. Richie must have had a beer. I think you mean Briel and Bolo, Richie. Danny Ward would kick himself in the egg, in the head. Oh dear. Yeah. A quick thank you to everybody who has joined the Substack tonight. It's only initially it'll just be little weekly roundups of what's gone on. So in case people have missed videos or whatever. So that's what it'll be initially. He did go to Real Madrid, James. He also went to Everton. So that tells you everything. They've got a very dangerous... That Luis Diaz and Suarez are dangerous. Arias is good for Colombia. But I just like... I don't know why. I've always liked the Swiss teams. I think... you know... Dislocate his other elbow. Right, get on the clock, Matthew. Concentrate. Get on the clock. So I can get the clock right. Just got to wait for the countdown. I'll just concentrate for a few seconds to make sure that we're as accurate. Please try and sync up if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But it's still nice to have you chatting. I reckon I'm good there. I'm pretty in sync. We're underway. We are underway. I love Swiss chocolate. Milka is delicious, Welsh Techie. Didn't you? No, have I dreamt this up? You didn't live there for a while, Welsh Techie, did you? I might have dreamt that up. I very well likely have. That is Manzambi, John, but he's injured. They showed him just before kickoff on the bench with a knee brace on, which was heated, so it could help him. So he's rumoured to be heading to Newcastle United, I think. I don't know whether that's a done deal yet, but the rumour is he's going there for north of 50 odd million. I thought so, Welsh Techie. Welsh Techie is a man of the world. He lived in Switzerland for 2 years. Basically, Wrexham was so crap at football, he ran away. He couldn't cope with the blue square Premier years where we played with the crappiest ball you've ever seen in your life, signed crappy free agents, etc., etc. Is it bloody German? No, I always thought it was Swiss. They've got cows on it. It's got purple cows on the front of it. I would have them there for misleading advertising. What about Lindt? Lindt's nice. Is that Swiss? So Welsh Techie was camping on the shores of Lake Geneva. That's what living on the shores means. Oh, good ball. Colombia. Oh, no, didn't quite come to anything. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's been a fun week, hasn't it? It's been a fun week. The last 2 days have been very, very interesting. That's all I'll say. God blimey. Okie dokie. So, I don't even know where this game's being played. It's in Canada somewhere, right? So, Vancouver. 24 degrees. Presumably that's because it's inside. 52 odd thousand capacity stadium. So, Swiss were just trying to force something down the right side then, but it didn't come to anything. It didn't come to anything, Captain. Lindt. I've never heard of any of those other than Lindt. I do enjoy Lindt chocolates. Welsh Techie says, do you know anybody selling a second-hand drone? Well, I might do, you know. It's funny you say that, Welsh Techie. I might know that person. Sounds like they're scrambling, throwing a lot of shit around at the moment. Oh, dear. The Wrexham announcement tomorrow is the front of shirt sponsor and the away kit, I believe. Oh, good ball. Not particularly well defended by the Swiss, and Colombia get a corner. That was a decent move from the Colombians. Welsh Techie remembers Frey chocolate, right? Frey or Fry? I'm going to guess Frey because they used to have footballers called Frey as well. Sebastian Frey, was it? Was he a forward? But it was spelled different. I think it was Frei. Oh, they've dealt with the corner, and there's one of those cheap free kicks where somebody feels the slightest touch and then throws himself on the floor. The ones that the refs shouldn't give, but they always do. It's actually the linesmen who always wave their flag profusely and like they've never seen a tackle. That's how I would describe it. Like, oh my God, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. And just the slightest touch. Swiss look fairly comfortable knocking it around. Of course, for them, it's all about Granit Xhaka setting the play. The man that Chelsea are desperate to sign. Sunderland don't want to sell him. Oh, they're in here. They've worked a chance. It was a difficult chance at the end because he was out wide and he was offside. But it was lovely football in the build up to that chance. But yeah, Sunderland want top dollar for Granit Xhaka, it would appear. He is offside by a couple of inches. So we'll see. Oh, there's Manzambi. There is Johan Manzambi. After rates. Ooh. At Christmas, them and Twiglets at Christmas, the mint chocolate ones. I'd like to say I'm surprised at that, Welsh techie, but in no way am I surprised at that. No self-control. Elvedi with another cheap free kick. Let's have a look. It's a little late one. There's no need for him to fall over after it. It's just a little late tag. It's nothing. Oh, Liz, Kath makes homemade fudge out of mint arrows. It's lovely. We haven't done any in a while, but we do periodically. We throw it together. That's the one, Nick. You've got him. Running before the benefits people catch up with him, it would appear. It would be awful if somebody had reported him. To be honest, like if and this, I'll caveat this just while we're talking about DroneGate. If any of that is true and that is the same person, etc., and then somebody should really be telling the police that he's been, taking money off people based on perhaps illness and injuries, and it's not particularly very clever, that is it? Yeah, we'll have some ready, Liz. Welsh techie, we are on countdown this week. I've just realised. We are. What day is it today? It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are 3 days from Poland, Welsh techie. 3 days from going to Krakow. Karma, chameleon. That's what they say, Reg. I could write a film off the events of previous months and the last 2 days. I think you could make a film. I would get Fincher. I was talking to Josh from the local pundit about this before. I would get David Fincher to write it in the style of Zodiac, because of some of the earlier activities that went on. And honestly, I think you could make a film. All right, Colombia have been knocking the ball around nicely for a minute or two, but not really progressing with it. That's so Switzerland will be happy about that. They'll be happy with them, a bit like Phil Parkinson. They'll be happy for them to have the ball in front of them. They'll only be worried when they start getting behind them, which they haven't up until now. Definitely John Hills. Definitely take an England shirt. He can wear it as a punishment for something. Like, I don't know what. It's James Rodriguez. First time I've seen him on the ball. He must be 33, 34. Now, Rodriguez. I don't think you'll get much running backwards from James Rodriguez. I think that's the problem. You've kind of got to allow for him to be a free roamer. That's a terrible ball. Kicked straight out of touch from Davison Sanchez. Oof. Boo! There's Infantino. Boo! Infantino's on TV. Boo when he's on. He's probably missed out on a nice big bonus now, hasn't he? Now America haven't got into like the semi-final or the final. He's probably going to get a swag bag. There's a few players. Hey, Josh, how are you? I was just mentioning your name, just saying we were talking about a Fincher Zodiac type film that we could put together. Josh fancies Colombia. I get that though. I don't know. You know, it's funny. Just I quite like the grittiness of the Swiss. I still can't get over Egypt. What were they doing? Oh. Got too excited is what I would guess. There's half a dozen odd people that I know of that have gone to Cork today to watch the women. It would be a terrible shame if it was 0-0, to be honest. It would be nice if they could just see a couple of goals. Excuse me, yawning. Right, here we go. James Rodriguez, free kick, outswinger. We're in the 13th minute. Colombia not been on the fringes of it, really. Let's have a look. The usual jostling on the edge of the 18-yard box. Rodriguez pulls it perfectly to the edge of the 6-yard box, but the Swiss dealt with it, and then the header back across from Colombia is easily gathered by the goalie, who gets a little nudge off a defender to put him off. Ooh, naughty, naughty. Well, Techie, I'm going to get you so drunk that you'll be wearing a whale shirt and you won't know. It's 2-0, is it, for the women? Oh, the WhatsApp group that I'm in that has got people at the game and nobody's reported a goal yet, so I don't know what's going on there. Or maybe I've missed those messages. It's going to be a corner for Switzerland. I'm just scouting through the WhatsApp very quickly, and I can't see any goals. So, oh my God, what's just happened there? Swiss right back is Zakaria. Is it? It's not Dennis Zakaria, is it? Is that the way it is? He is playing there. Whether that's who you mean, Josh, you might just need to check. Colombia deal with it, and there'll be a free kick on the edge for a stupid push by Ricardo Rodriguez. Dennis Zakaria is technically playing right back, and he is a big chap. I think he can play. He can play midfield as well. I think he can from memory. Yeah, it's still 0-0. It was Welsh Techie winding everybody up. It was Welsh Techie. Free Pug Show. So Substack is technically it's a newsletter, and most people other than me use it to try and get you to subscribe to their daily or weekly newsletters. Whereas I'm initially just going to be using it to perhaps send once a week, maybe a bit more if I think on just little reminders of like what happened last week and what's happening next week. If we've got stuff booked in, so that with links to the videos, so everything will be in one place for people, and then we'll see how it goes from there. We'll see if it develops into anything else. But I'm really trying to streamline my work because I haven't got enough hands. Basically, I've got lots going on outside of the podcast, and then loads of stuff going on, and it's a bit of a stretch, to be honest. So it's a new drone brand. I'm going to bring out a drone brand called Substack. That would be hilarious. I remember reading a couple of things by a very famous racecourse drone flyer. There was two things. First thing he said was, I'm applying for a media accreditation. To which the club told me they had no requests for his media accreditation. So that was funny. And the other thing was that after about, it wasn't after a long time, DJI had sent him out a drone. I mean, DJI will not send you anything for free unless you are a mega brand. So, the funny stories, aren't they? These funny stories that are coming out now. So that's what Substack is, Free Pug Show. Another way for me to remind people about content to see what's coming up and what you've missed. But somebody very generously out of the nowhere tonight, because I've set it up to be free, right? The point is it's free so that people can just go on and follow and just get the updates. But I've just had a message saying somebody's donated $150. So I need to see what's going on there, because it shouldn't be. I was hoping it wouldn't let people send any money, but it has. Oops. So this game is a bit to-y and fro-y, but no clear-cut chances are coming at the moment. And both sides are a bit sloppy now and again. The Colombian cartel, yeah. Oh, well, Seki, you'll be in my bad books if you keep saying things like that. Every time I've walked into football grounds and Welsh Techie says, "Oh, look, it's the richest podcaster in Wrexham." I'm like, I don't get this. Like, you're the one who travels everywhere, Welsh Techie. You go to all these away games. God, you're the one with the fancy job doing lighting in Broadway or whatever it is you bloody do. Anyway, can we have a goal now? That would be great. Interesting. Well, there you go. You live and learn. Oh, that's a good ball. Switch a plate to Colombia. Switzerland deal with it, though, in their own box. Just getting a little bit dicey. Well played. Well played, and Doyu. Welsh Techie. You're funny. You are funny. Let's just open that up and have a look. Good job I grabbed this fan, it is roasting. It's quite tight, this game, so far. Nobody's giving anything up cheap. Oh, here come Colombia, though. Here come the Colombians. It's Luis Diaz. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. I think it was Luis Diaz. It wasn't Luis Diaz. Take that back. I don't know who it was. Was it Puerta? Luis Diaz passed it. I think it was Puerta. Yeah, it's an easy save for the goalie in the end. He could probably catch it. He decides to push it away as they do instead of catching it. I think it's gone for a corner. Yeah, it has, which James is going to win swing. When the ref sorts out the jostling in the penalty box. It was well defended by the Swiss. They were first contact and they cleared it away. They are very well organised, the Swiss. I will say that. They are back in shape quite early, which in the early part of the game is going to make them tough to break down. It might be in the latter stages when they tire and space appears. It did end 0-0, did it? Well, on one hand, that's a really good result against Cork. Obviously, I don't know. It sounded like they had rolling subs. Because Cork are obviously in the middle of their season and have got a game on Saturday, so they wouldn't have been trying to take it overly serious. But so that's on one hand, that's a good result. It's just a shame they didn't get any goals, etc. So I think, is it Friday night? They've got Cork under 21s. I can't remember what it is now, but I'll figure it out before me and Welsh Techie podcast tomorrow. 6 o'clock. She had 15 minutes in goal. She did, Liz. She just had 15 minutes. It's drinks break time. Most of those girls have only started to train this week. So just easing them in gently. Hydration break. Let me just have a look. These activities. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. I'm just while it's hydration break time, quickly go and get your drinks or your toilet breaks, whatever you're doing. Didn't want that. Wanted that. I have to figure that out. Show what's going on there. Yeah, we did have a trialist. I haven't, because I've been busy. I don't know who that was. And any Wrexham fans that were there will be told not to tell anybody who it is, and they might not even know who it is. So it could have been my in the WhatsApp group. There is if you follow the Wrexham women's team and you really enjoy it, then you need to go and follow on all social media Wrexham Women Supporters Group. And then they also have memberships that you can join. So you can pay 10 quid for a year and be a member, so that you get access to a WhatsApp chat, and you get access to the songbook and some other bits and bobs. They do meetups before games and stuff to try and make it a good experience for people. And there were people in that group that were there at the game. So we were thinking that might be Natasha Thomas because of registration perhaps not being completed yet. But I haven't had time to check that WhatsApp group. So until I have time, I can't see. I will post a link though, just in case anybody wants to come and join that community. There's over 100 people in that community now. And for £10 a year, it's really, really good. So I will post it for the crew. Post the link. It's well worth it. WWSG. So we're back after the hydration break. Let's see if anybody's feeling brave before half time. So the trial is played in midfield. Okay. So it wasn't Natasha Thomas. And people would have known who Natasha Thomas is, obviously. So. The excellent pre-pug show. That's what we like. I mean, last season was spectacular for him, wasn't it? That was, that was really, really good. This season, I think, might be even better, by the way. The way they're racking up these quality signings now. It's going to be really good. Right, come on, the Swiss. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, I tell you, Swiss were nearly in then. They were inches from being cleared one-on-one on goal. The ball evaded. I think it was actually a midfielder bursting through the defence. But because of the camera angle, I couldn't quite see who it was. I think it was Jashari. Yeah, it's all about registrations, though, isn't it? I think, John, if they're waiting for any clearances and registrations to be complete, and that might have been the reason to list her as a trialist. Although it's a friendly, so you wouldn't think anybody would be bothered, but football committees are like that. I like that one, Bono. Very good. This game's at risk of just getting a bit stale if we're not careful. Both. Oh, hello. Here's going to be a chance. Good save from Colombia. Oh, Colombian keeper. Oh. It was a half chance, really, for Rida. Because he was very wide, so the angle is so narrow that makes it really difficult for him to do anything. But he drove it, left foot too straight at the goalkeeper. So Wrexham Cardiff opener. Wow, they wouldn't do that, Welsh Techie, would they? Nah. they'll give everybody an easy game to get into it. I reckon. I wasn't surprised, John, because she disappeared for 3/4 of the season, even though she was fit and available. Jenny stopped picking her. So that's, I think that was the sign. The sign was there that she wasn't doing something that she wanted her to do or whatever. Nah, give everyone easy openers. That's what they'll do. Make it interesting. Oh, there's Philippe Senderos, the ex-Arsenal centre-back, who also was Swiss. Well, I'll tell you. It's the Swiss again. Or the offside? I think they were offside. They've just had a very similar chance to what they had a minute ago from out wide again. Same result. He's fairly comfortable save for the goalkeeper. Just had to get down sharp. Make sure his handling was clean. But the Swiss have just had a couple of half chances that'll give them a bit of confidence. I am Welsh Techie. I am going to the airport and back with Simon Cook on Friday and Monday to Krakow. That's why when you said when you sent me that message saying as he messaged you, James Rodriguez hasn't got any pace anymore. He couldn't run away. Although here come the Colombians. Here's Luis Diaz. Tried to poke one to the far corner, but it was well defended. Let's see how this plays out. Just on the edge of the Swiss box. Looking for an opening. Colombian throws himself to the floor. Ref's having none of it. Diaz it is. Of course it is. So that's why when you were sending me pictures, Welsh Techie, of all the new kits and all the new training gear, that I thought when you said a Simon Cook message, it was because I thought we were arranging that trip to the airport. So we are going to the airport on Friday afternoon. Fly early evening. We're quite late getting out there, really. And then back on Monday. Ricardo Rodriguez overhits a cross. That's a shame. And Bolo was there in a decent position in the middle. Yeah, definitely need a goal now at this game to keep us on our toes. We'll have a look at what happened in that women's game at half time. See where we were up to and what was going on. Oh, I love that ball from the Swiss. They're on the counter here. They're outnumbered though, so this is. Oh, that might have been a free kick, but he hasn't asked for it. So well defended. Then is what we'll say. But there was 2 against 4 or 5 from the Swiss. So that makes it really difficult if you're trying to counter with that and you're outnumbered like by that heavy. Colombia are quite passive, really, at the moment. I'm not sure. I think I'd expected a bit more pizzazz off them. Oh, they're in now. No, they're not. Yes, no, they're not. Well defended by Ricardo Rodriguez. Oh, it was offside. Well, that bloody late flag is so annoying, isn't it? Let's just have a look at the subs who could potentially change this game. Quintaro, maybe. Cordoba. Okafor for the Swiss could be dangerous off the bench. Yeah. Two good chances for the Swiss. I say good. They were half chances, as I said. No surprise. They would have been very low XG, to be fair. And not much from Colombia. Is it? I don't know. Just all waiting for the England game now, aren't we? That's what it is. I think the main thing that managers will say at half-time in this game to both teams will be to move the ball quicker. It's a classic thing that it's a trap you get stuck in as a footballer. And they definitely need to move it a bit quicker. That'll create a bit of space. It's a bit too slow and methodical, and therefore the defensive team can read what's going on. Need to be a bit sharper. And I would thought the Colombians would be much sharper than they are. They are on the counter now, but Swiss are going to tidy it up. Luis Diaz has a paddy fit because the ball wasn't good enough. Oh. Yeah. I haven't heard his name, Liz. I agree. But he is that type of number 9. So he will do nothing all game and then he'll score a tap in. So that is the only thing about these forwards. It's the life of a centre forward. You do nothing all game, score a goal, win the game. See, the Colombian goalkeeper's got it now and he's taken all the pace out of it, all the momentum, and then just oofed it up the pitch. So there's two big Swiss centre halves there to deal with the ball. And like Luis Diaz does not want that ball in the air. James Rodriguez has got it though. Let's just see if the Colombians work something here. A shot well blocked. Speed it up. Pass the ball sooner. Oh, hello. 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 Oh, there was a chance. Edge of the box. Colombian. Number 14. Who's number 14 for Colombia? Oh, it's Puerta again. Has smashed one out. Oh, I think he's got a corner, has he? I thought he did it out for a throw in. That's how bad it looked, but let's have a look. No, they cut the replay in just. Oh yeah, so the corner's been taken. It's gone for a goal. Oh, it's gone for a corner. Oh, what's the ref going to do? What's the ref doing? Has he overruled it? Yes, quite right. I thought it was. I in real time I thought it was a goal kick, but he had given the corner initially. But he's overruled it. We need the managers to get into both these teams at half time. It looked like a foul on Embolo, but the ref was right there looking at it. So he wasn't having any of it. I've been disappointed with Colombia in this first half. Even though I predicted them to lose, I thought they would be way more of a threat than they have been and look a bit smoother and slicker. Actually, like watching the game, I think the Swiss have looked better. Oh, they're in. Oh, what a ball. Why did you stop your run? Granit Xhaka, stop. Why did he stop running? Is he offside? Why have you stopped running, Granit? No, you can't stop running there. Good evening, John. How are you? How is life as a Birmingham City fan? The last signing I saw that you made was Dale Fry, but you could well have signed somebody and I've not seen it. But that was the last one. That was a decent pickup as a free agent. That's that'll help greatly. A very experienced defender in the Championship. Colombia, to me, don't look like they're playing with a purpose. So it's a little. I can't see the patterns that they're trying to play. Is that Ray's Cleary from Barnsley, John? Oh, here come the Colombians now with Munoz. Good cross. Couldn't see which player it was. Somebody tried to step over it and create some confusion. It was put out for a corner by the Swiss. That was a good chance, good attack, some good defending. The ball was actually into a really good area because there was 3 or 4 of them there. So he had actually picked the right ball. That's him. I remember him and Davis Gilladon looked really good against Liverpool in that game. Was it last season when they played in whatever cup it was, Carabao Cup or whatever? I think Davis Gilladon's on the comeback this year. Why is he give a free kick there? Davis Gilladon's on the comeback. He won one of the yo-yo tests by the looks of it. So the comeback is on. The redemption arc of Davis Gilladon. So we're in the 44th minute. Let's have a look at some stats. See what we're getting. 50-50 possession-wise, which surprises me a little bit. They've just actually put the momentum chart on the screen. A lot of Colombia on there compared to how it played. Swiss have had 2 shots on goal, which have been those 2 that I've described from the edge of the box. Let's just have a look at the XG on them. 0.4 on one and 0.2 on the other. So when I said they were difficult chances, they were chances that you'd be expected to finish 4 times out of 100 or 2 times out of 100. So, yeah. Passing's pretty even. Nothing going on there. Just have a look at the heat maps and see. Zacharias is good. Rodriguez is Mojica. Munoz has always got a good heat map. Look at James is doing some work, I tell you. Luis Diaz less so. Suarez even less so. Xhaka's is sensational. Go on, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If you want let me know if you want somebody's heat map. I'll put it up. That's how crap this game's been. There's been no added time other than the drinks break. Welsh techie. I'll pull up Granit Xhaka's heat map just because that's sensational, that one, for a central midfielder, deep lying midfielder. So you can see that. Just use this. So there's Granit Xhaka's heat map, by the way. So bear in mind, he's a left 8, really. That is some good running, that is. For a 33-year-old. Devlin feels like the one that they've got the option to do first, Josh. I think they need to get some people out first. I genuinely think they're going to be going to America with no new signing. And I wasn't expecting to see that. I was like, the Swiss got a corner or a throw in here late in the half. No, it was a Colombian throw in. Ignore me. Oh, look at the state of that. Don't you dare blow, referee. Don't you dare blow. That is not a foul. That is terrible diving by Majika. Magically, he'll be okay. He won't need, you watch, he won't need any treatment. Barely got a touch, he did. Look at that. That's disgraceful. That should be a one-match ban immediately after the game. What a shambles. Some good defending there as a counter by the Swiss as the half-time whistle goes. Well, that petered out into not a very good half. 2 difficult chances. As we saw from the XG, they were very low on XG. So, yeah, go and get your drinks and your snacks and do your toilet break. Let's have a 5 or a 10 minute break, and then we'll come back just before half time. I will play some music. Somebody needs to remind me that because I left the music on the other day. Never a yellow card. That oh, I see what you mean. I think you mean for the diving. Yeah, I could live with that. I could live with a yellow card for a dive if that's what you wanted to do. Let me just see what music you're going to get. Oh, you're going to get AI hip hop today for halftime, folks. But somebody will need to remind me because I always forget that I've put it on. I am back. I am back. Well, Jackie says, I feel like I'm on hold trying to claim my house insurance. Oh my God. Well, it's better than nothing. At least it's a bit more like if you join the stream and it's half time and you're like, is this stream live or what's going on? At least you know what something's going on. So we are slowly working our way through all the music. There are 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's quite a lot. There's a couple of dozen more AI music, AI generated little music tracks to go. So we will work our way through. It's not the United Airlines Stadium, Richie. If you actually go to the stadium now, they've put up some brand new signs. Some brand new red signage has gone up. And it says basically the small empty gap racecourse. So it is ready for an announcement of it, but it's it looks to me like it'll be 3 to 5 letters, or whatever the name is of the company that's sponsoring the ground. It looks like it would fit 3 to 5 letters as a name next to Racecourse, but you'd have to go and have a look. So yeah. Hey Josh, how are you? When's the next installment of Drone Gate? Hopefully we will never have any more Drone Gate, but it's been a crazy couple of days. Nothing to do with me, everything to do with somebody else who's had the bit between his teeth trying to figure out what's going on. And well, what we've discovered, frankly, is disturbing, is how I would describe it. So, yeah. Hey, Maple Synapse, how are you? Hey, Esteban. No, Esteban. See, Esteban didn't know I was live. So this is what YouTube subscribes and alerts are for. But this is also the second reason why I've now added Substack to the list of ways of communicating with people. So if you go to Substack and sign up, if you've got a Substack account, go and sign up. I've just this second, thanks to, I'm not going to lie, thanks to a bit of ChatGPT and me giving it a bit of info, I've managed to write a post at half time, which tells you all about the videos that we did last week and what's coming up this week. So if you're on Substack, you'll have had that into your email inbox about 2 minutes ago. But I am greatly aided by ChatGPT. Teams are out. Oh no, Colombia are a bit late to the party. Yeah, I've got rid of it now. I did have a graphic. I have still got this that we can use. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, hang on. Let me try and get it up on somewhere else. So let's put that one up. Does that one work? What happens if I do that? Why is it not putting me out of the way? I don't know. That was the one. So maybe we could use that. JCP is a good shout, John, because I've been saying for a long time I was told they were going to be a big sponsor. So it could be JCB. Get me clock right here. We're ready. Just going to, yeah, we're underway for the second half. Joe Rex would probably fit. M&M's is good. Hot tub racecourse. I'm not sure about that. What's also not helping this game is it's got a couple of the really crap commentators, which isn't helping. Yeah, Maple Synapse, it's free to use. Different people use it in different ways. Most people try and sell you bits, don't they? They try and get you to subscribe to their Substack so they can send you newsletters and stuff. Whereas for me, if you do sign up, and you'll see the last post I put out was just like a last week at Racecourse Ramble, and it's got links to all the videos that we basically did. So, and then links to some of the other, to the social channels and the Discord, which we've now opened up because we used to keep it exclusively for the old Patreon people. But I'm not going to have time in the short term. I'm not going to have time to restart the Patreon. So we'll just get as many people in it as we can. We'll get all the good people in, and we'll kick out the bad ones, and we'll go from there. Sadly not Kent. That channel now is gone. That is gone thanks to, the jury is out, but apparently it's not a young student. It is a man in his 60s or 70s that has got a very bad past, apparently. Yeah, I saw that as well, John, about the winding up order. I did see that. JCB is a company that's trying to crack America and compete with Caterpillar or Cat. There was a chance there for Switzerland, but they didn't take it. They're trying to. They want to get into the American market and compete with Cat and Caterpillar, making diggers and stuff and farming equipment and all that type of good stuff. So they have got some very local links. They are a big company, and I can't remember whether I actually wrote a piece on Patreon about that some time ago. It would be 12 months ago now, because I was told this time last summer they were potentially a sponsor. Our hydration break, by the way, is not sponsored. Not a sponsored, but we're sponsored. Well, technically, we're sponsored by Russell. So this is a Russell advert. Yeah, somebody clip it. Clip it. Somebody who's good at clipping. Clip some of these funny bits, will they? Neither of them are any good, Richie. Andros Townsend is neither a good commentator, and Lee Dixon has had a very bad World Cup. Oh, that might be a pen. Oh, he's not giving it. He's not having it. He thinks it's a dive. Swiss in the box. Oh, it did look like a dive, and he was right on it. He's pulling some funny faces, this ref, as if to say, no, never. Oh, I tell you what. So I tell you what, the only thing is there's a shirt grab in there. It's not a pen. You shouldn't give it, but you do see him given, and that's what annoys everybody, because you see that get given in other places. So, yeah. I don't want Bamford. Gus Harmer we had a look at, but don't want Patrick Bamford. Hey Andy, how are you? Hope you are well. It was a Swiss roll, that's right, Richie. Hopefully, Richie will have finished his Russell sponsored Wrexham lager. Yeah, those shirt pulls are viewed different by different people, and that's the problem, isn't it? That is the problem. While you're all here, make sure you like the video, please. Come on, we've only got 1 like on this video. What is going on? Dear me. It's free to like people's videos, folks. Help everybody whose videos you watch. Help them as much as you can. It's free to help. Subscribe to their channels, like their videos, comment. It is doesn't take a few seconds, and it helps people out massively. It's different. It's a different thing than that, Andy. It's not going to go that way. It's ever so slightly different to that. Just watching the Swiss on the attack here. This might be dangerous. They've got 4 in the box. Ricardo Rodriguez hasn't got the pace to get around. That's why he was never good as a top-level player, Ricardo Rodriguez. He didn't quite have any pace to run around the outside here. Well, that's a free kick, edge of the box to the Swiss. This might be dangerous. Davison Sanchez, who was Tottenham's best ever defender, with a clumsy foul there. A very clumsy foul. So the Swiss are, let's call it 20 yards out. Left side of goal. You would assume this is 99% going to be hit by a right footer. And Freuler is there, but they might shift it the way that they're set up. They don't. They go left footer, and it's a good effort, but it's never on target. It's Reader. It's never on target, and the goalkeeper is there comfortably anyway. But it was a good effort. Goalkeeper's got it covered. It's 6 inches off target. That's the problem. Richie's got a meeting in China with some shirt manufacturers. We are in Poland Friday to Monday. So we made it into more of a city break is what we made it into. Whereas lots of people have gone either today or Friday. Well, actually, there's loads gone today. I didn't mean that. What I meant was lots are going Friday morning. So I'm not having this. These people cutting holes in their boots now as well, to relieve pressure and stop the rubbing. Not having that. Put some plasters on your feet, lads. Do what the cricketers do to toughen up their hands. A bit of urine on your heels will help. Cutting big holes in their boots, big circles and squares out the back of their boots. Well, Techie, I'm not going in your DeLorean. I wish I'd have done that this week. I put an order in for some Nike Mines. So for people who've seen them, it's Nike's kind of version of a Croc. And yeah, they were a bit small, sadly. What's the date? 7th. That's interesting. Cheesy bang. Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to. Is it next week that we get to keep your eyes out? There is something very interesting going on for members of the WWSG next week. I think it's next week, isn't it? It's something good going on with the women's match. So the WWSG have just got early notice of what's going on. So quite looking forward to that. I think it's on the Wednesday. I'm quite looking forward to going to see The Rock for the first time. Yeah, they're the ones all the footballers wear, though, John. So that's all right, isn't it? That's, they're 130 quid if you buy them. But if you buy them off Richie in China, they're about 16 quid. So it's bargain. Yeah, that's the shirt and sponsor. I think that is. Well, it'll definitely be the sponsor, whether it's the shirt, because I was actually told the shirt is supposed to be the 10th. So what they'll do tomorrow, I don't know. They've still got them, I'm told, Richie. They've still got them. I offered to get Beardy one for his investigative work that he's done over the last couple of weeks, but he wasn't particularly keen, apparently. Can't imagine why. But they're still there. You just have to ask for them, I'm told. Well, they got 3-on-3 here, the Swiss. Don't slow down. Oh, and the pass is crap. Oh. I want an England T-shirt with like Jude Bellingham conquering the Azteca. I think that's what I want. Here come the Swiss. Crap cross. Got into a good position in the box. But the Colombians block the cross. And then there's a dive by Luis Diaz. And there's a yellow card coming, which doesn't need to be a yellow card. And as soon as Luis Diaz sees the yellow card, he stops rolling around and jumps up. It's on Zachariah, I think. Let's have a look. Maybe I'm wrong in the TV camera angle. Yeah, I'm not having that as a yellow card. Get on with it. It was Zachariah, in fact, who got the yellow card. Yeah. Stalemate in this match. Though, in my opinion, Switzerland have looked slightly better. Slightly more dangerous. But in that final third, neither side has been deadly. Oh, John's collecting shoes, are you? Josh Windass is a shoe person, by the way. He collects a lot of shoes. Trainers, really, is what I'm referring to. Colombia just trying to work a chance on the edge of the box. Good defending. And then a weak shot at the goalkeeper. And Luis Diaz tries to get the crowd going. Yeah, he was on about. He was actually on about Google searching, and then he said, "Oh, you can have a look in Firefox," didn't he? So he forced that into the conversation. So I think it would appear that is lots of people have been talking about it. It would appear that is well known now that Firefox is the new front of shirt sponsor. We'll find out for sure tomorrow. And there is a picture of a kit going around, which is very similar to the graphic that's used on that Firefox advert. So, but I'm not sure we'll get that tomorrow. Maybe that'll come later on the 10th. I watched the overlap Maple Synapse. I watched it today. Did they give him a 10 in the end? They were up. They were sort of debating whether, because Roy Keane said didn't score a trick, so it was like a 9, I think is what he said. So I didn't know what they settled. I can't remember what they settled on, but basically it was a towering performance, wasn't it? You know, it was unreal what you did the other night. Birmingham front of shirt sponsor Viola. The irony if it's Viola. I keep seeing people saying this. United is still listed as a sponsor, so Firefox must be doing something else. Must be replacing somebody else. Nope, you wouldn't remove United until you tell the world that you've got Firefox. So I would not expect to see anything United Airlines anymore. I thought it had died, John, but my assumption is that they're trying to reboot it or something. So I haven't used it in ages, but to be honest, I use Opera most of the time because it allows me to have multiple windows open at the same time and have window in window. So that helps. And when I use Chrome, is Colombia going? They've got a chance. Oh, what's happened there? Luis Suarez was it deflected? Did the defender deflect it? Or has he spooned that from the edge of the 18-yard box? So Xhaka's appealing for a free kick, which isn't. Oh, that is a shank. He has absolutely shanked it. He's looking at the ground. Look, he's looked at the ground like, that was just your feet, sunshine. Wow. Yeah, the airline industries are cutting back, aren't they? Because the airline industry is suffering. So I think, from what I understand, United could not reach what other people offered to Wrexham. Yeah, I haven't used it in ages. I did dip into it for a little while, but I haven't used it in donkeys. So, but I tell you, the problem I have with Chrome is that somehow some application that I'm using has installed Yahoo as the search engine into Chrome, and it's really annoying. And I can't find how to get it out, even though I'm quite good with these things, and I've tried to dig it out, and I can't find it. It's really annoying. So my patience for Chrome is running thin. Problem is, all my passwords and stuff are in it, so I'm like, oh. Wonder if I can get a file. Drag a file out and perhaps drag it into something else. I'll have to have a look. Drinks break. For those of you that celebrate the hydration break, then here we are. Yeah, don't use DuckDuckGo. Opera I've used for my day-to-day. Anything to do with the podcast is Opera. So, but I'm assuming that what Firefox must be doing is a rebrand and a relaunch. So they got that timing, obviously. But I tell you, they must have spent an awful lot of money on that sponsorship because that Wrexham deal was big. So I'm just gonna go and get another beer. Bear with me. Right, that's better. Yeah, it does until it does use Google until something finds its way in. Chrome was my preferred choice, really, but somehow Yahoo has found its way in. It's rather annoying. But everyone wants browsers with inbuilt VPNs and stuff now, don't they? So yeah, I don't use Edge. I have a problem. I'll tell you what I have a problem with. I have a problem with Chrome on my phone accessing the Wrexham ticketing website, which is really annoying. So for that, I actually downloaded Firefox, ironically. I've just remembered because I've just opened it up to have a look and it was Firefox I downloaded because my phone won't allow me to buy tickets in Chrome. But every other browser does. Make that make sense, somebody. Oh, now we're in the hydration break. We didn't have the hydration break before. He's got into it now. Right, okay. Let's just try and catch up in the WWSG group. So maybe see what's going on, what we're missing. Not much, not missing much by the looks of it. Excuse me. Just forward some of my social posts that have gone out today. I tell you what, it's roasting here. Tetley tea breaks. That's it. That's what we want. A 3-minute Tetley tea break. Or I prefer hot chocolate in the winter, though. What a game it was, though, Esteban. What a game. No, I agree, Liz. It's had potential on paper, but actually, they've almost cancelled each other out so far. These two teams, but this is what can happen in knockout. When you get to the knockout rounds, you tend to get either these really good ding dongs, which is what we all hope for, the 3-2s and the good 2-1s, or Jurgen Klopp, the soon-to-be Germany manager. Or you get these 0-0s that potentially go into extra time and then end up at penalties. So I think J-Rod went off for the Swiss, Richie. It was Ricardo Rodriguez. And Munoz has just conceded a silly free kick. Which is going to allow the Swiss to get the ball into the mixer, as we say. And anything can happen from there. It's sort of level with the 12-yard spot, but it's right against the touchline. They're actually going to outswing it. Again, I hate outswinging bloody set pieces and corners. It's a good one, but it's well defended. And then they're going to be offside, the Swiss. There is a foul by the goalkeeper actually on the player. The goalkeeper is trying to pretend like he's injured when he isn't. He's faking it. But the player was offside anyway. It might be Mbolo that's down. Manzambi's injured. Maple Synapse. He's not coming on. Not much in that, lads. Pretty embarrassing. Both of you get up, get on with it. Ooh, that's a question, Liz. Like my head says Germany's, because obviously that's his home nation. But it's tough to know that answer, really. Because obviously, it just wasn't available to him at the time, was it? So this is the problem. Say England were actually meant to have Pep Guardiola after this tournament. It was all set up. And then Pep said he was going to stay at Man City. So the FA gave Tuchel an extension. And then Guardiola left. So... but it was meant to be Pep. Yeah, it was Mexico '86 that's where it got its. Certainly, that's where I remember it getting its name from, Esteban. Oh, that was a bit messy at the back from the Swiss. Really underwhelmed with Colombia, and they're in, and they wasted opportunity, and we're offside. Really underwhelmed with them. Has everybody got your Finalysis app ready for the championship season, by the way? If you haven't, go and download it ready. I don't think you can log in yet because I don't think it allows you to access championship clubs yet. I don't think they've switched it on yet, but get your Finalysis app ready for next season. That'll definitely replace FanHub with your team predictions and score predictions, and you can do match ratings and write little mini match reviews and stuff. So, yeah, get your Finalysis app ready for the new season. Because it was Premier League only last season, it was. But this season, they are allowing championship clubs. I've had access already. Swiss could be in here. Oh, they're just under it. The pass. It's all about FanHub now, Richie. It's all about Gary Neville and who's that comedian that he's doing stuff with? The Tottenham supporting one. Michael, can't remember his name. Yeah, Firefox. Go into Firefox and search for Finalysis. Kanji smashed his face into the floor. Meh. Game is desperate for a goal. I'm not sure we're actually going to get one, though. The way the game has gone for the last 76, well, it's coming up to 77 minutes now. There's not a lot of clear chances. My 2-1 prediction I think I had is looking a bit dicey. Oh my God, there's the worst through ball I've ever seen. Michael McIntyre, that's it. He's done a few projects with him, hasn't he? And but they use analysis on Sky Sports now. They use it as a way of doing match ratings and stuff for players, etc. So, because it basically sort of aggregates all the Wrexham. Like if you're a Wrexham fan on there, you can rate the players at full time, and then it will aggregate the scores so that we can see what all Wrexham fans have given the Wrexham players as an average score and stuff. So it'll be quite interesting to use it next season. Swiss are going to have a chance here if they're careful. Out wide. Cut back. Got to be a clipped cross. It is to the back post. Well defended by Munoz. Crystal Palace fullback. Not a foul there. There's your typical foul from a South American. Swiss need to work some shots here. Stop being so precise and work some shots. Oh, they're terrible at crossing. Oh, my God. He is a big lad, John. Yeah, I had this conversation with somebody, Andy. Exactly the conversation I had. I don't understand how these countries. I actually used Senegal, Davinson Sanchez having a meltdown as per usual. I don't understand how some of these countries like Senegal, etc., have got such good support when you don't think of them as being sort of well-off countries, and these people supposedly paying $400-500. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Good evening, Ruby Slippers. How are you? The match has been a bit of a stalemate. To be honest, it's been a little bit of a stalemate. We've talked about more other stuff than we have about the game, if we're honest. But that is what it is, and it is what it is. It's what they say. Is what it is. We are continuing to pick up some Substack subscribers. Thank you to anybody who's watching or listening and continues to subscribe to the Substack, which means it's just handy so I can send you info to make sure you don't miss out on what's going on. I appreciate that. There's a few posts there already. Well, that's a bit bright. Oof. I'll just post the link just for anybody who has just joined, who's not been following. I would post it, but I've frozen. Do it in YouTube instead. You. Frozen. Posted the Substack link, so that way you'll just get a nice weekly newsletter with what's gone on last week and what we're doing this week when I remember. with the help of ChatGPT, which I have to say has been very helpful over the last couple of days. So and it might grow into something else, but that's not right now. That's not my priority. Because to be honest, I need a team of people to help me. But every time, it's really difficult because every time you ask people to help, other people have got more important things to do. So it's really difficult to get people to help with the running of a podcast channel. It is tough because we've all got such busy lives and families and other more exciting things to do than help somebody with a podcast channel. It does feel like that, John, doesn't it? It's got that feeling at the moment. What's a Substack name, Richie? I don't know. I don't know. It would be great if we could get people who wanted to contribute, like people who were just like, oh, I'm going to write about my week supporting Wrexham and different things like that. I haven't thought that. Honestly, Espan, I just really haven't thought too far into it. It's just like whatever people are willing to help with, really. Because we've got the Substack now that people can use. I've got a YouTube channel that I've tried to get. We've got that people can use if they want to make videos or host live streams and. It's an offside there. It's another one of those that there's no daylight. Let's let it play if there's no daylight. That would have been a chance. Oh, what a touch that is from Mbolo. I watched Mbolo in the under-20 in an under-19 or under-21 tournament. How old is he? Let's have a look. So let's say it's 10 years ago. He was in an under-19s tournament for the Swiss. He was outstanding. But he's never kicked on. He's had a couple of bad injuries, but he's never really kicked on because he looked an animal. Richie, you'll be drunk doing that, will you? The point of the what I quickly understood was that the ramble doesn't just have to be me. It can be we can use it. Other people can use it as a vehicle. So that's why it would be good to have and show other people how to like use do YouTube videos and perhaps use Substack and like we used to have the Patreon, didn't we? And use that type of stuff. People who want to write can use Substack. People who want to talk can use YouTube, that type of thing. But it doesn't just have to be me. The idea in an ideal world, there would be something on it 7 days a week at different times. Richie would give up the crisp butties for a live show. For those who don't know, Richie likes a Friday night in the Hill Street in Wrexham, which is owned by the Fat Boar Group, because they, if you buy a pint, or it might be a drink technically. Maybe it's if you buy a drink, I should be a bit more specific. They allow you to have unlimited crisp butties. So they put out boxes and boxes and boxes of crisps. They put out loads of bread. And you can make your own crisp butties as just as your little snack while you're having a drink on a Friday night. But that's one of the reasons I called the channel something different, because you'll see lots of people name the channel after themselves, and then it doesn't kind of make much sense if somebody else is on that channel. And that's one of the reasons it wasn't named after myself, was because it can be a vehicle for other people to do things. So. But it's difficult because everyone's busy and not everyone's brave enough to get in front of a camera or to write something for fear of keyboard warriors. Oh, Liz, come on. You've had Chris Butties before. I think they just, I have to say, that they just leave out bread. Do they still leave out the butter, or do they butter the bread, Richie? Well, last time I went, there was butter for you to put your butter on the bread, but they might have changed it now, so you don't have to have a knife out. They leave out the bread, loads of crisps. You just bag your crisps, bang it on the bread, make a butty out of it. Away you go. Crisp butty is amazing. And according to Richie, they put out Skips, Monster Munch, Squares, and Walker's crisps. But they put out the big 48 bag boxes, don't they? So, yeah, I wouldn't use Monster Munch as a sandwich, no. No penalty at the back post. Colombians are diving now. Look, terrible. Dirty cheats. Dirty cheats. Yeah, it's a good idea, and I think it actually really does work. Yeah, Bono, go on Firefox. What a crisp butty is, yeah. It does actually work, as a nice little snack just to keep you in the pub for an extra pint or whatever. Oh, my life, Esteban. We need to talk. People don't realize that even the graphics. Like, I've been really lucky with the Wrexham Women's supporters group make graphics for the women's game. So they said this year, because we've got a really close tie up now and a connection, they said I can use their graphics, so like match day graphics and stuff, and final score graphics. So that helps. But even having to make a graphic on a match day, it just takes time. And I've been really lucky actually, because on Discord, Steph's been helping me. But I'm sure Steph's got other things she'd be rather doing, and you always feel like you're roping people in that they don't want to do it. But we making a thumbnail, for instance, before a YouTube video, that takes me. Depends if it's something that's easy. That can take 2 minutes to 10 minutes if you have to have much thought about it. And not a penalty. Or if you need to grab a couple of pictures and stuff, it takes time. It's hard work. And these big channels that you all watch that have got millions of subscribers, they're paying people to do that because they're making so much money. Whereas 5 minutes of injury time. From a Wrexham perspective, there is only Eat More Chips that makes money. That is the only podcast that's making thousands of pounds. So how Wells Techie can afford all his lighting and camera equipment for his brother and his drones. Oh, the Swiss have just had a sniff of a chance. It's been dragged across the goal by Ndoye. It was a difficult chance. Again, he's very wide. Ollie Watkins would have scored it. Just saying. He scored that against the Dutch. That shot that he's just hit had a 0.05 xg. So 5 times in 100 you'd expect to score that goal. That's how difficult that was that you're watching in the, a potato chip sandwich, yeah. Yeah, Wells Techie. Wells Techie, you know what you should have done? You should have done what Mark Griffiths has done. So Mark Griffiths' Patreon supporters have paid for him to go to America. So, Welsh Techie, that's what you should have done. I will be seeing Mark Griffiths at the Fearless event in New York. I last saw Mark Griffiths at the Wrexham Women's Supporters Group had a Eurovision party, and Mark was there. So that was the last time I was speaking to Mark. Was at the I think was at that. Although I might see him next week actually when we're at this this event that the club are putting on, yet to be announced. But the WWSG have had a heads up about it. That's 8 miles further than I'll get, Welsh Techie. Richie's planning live nights as if we haven't got enough other stuff to do. I throw that into the mix. Yep. I saw a post. Was it yesterday or today? I can't remember. He didn't go into that much detail in the little social media post, but he might have gone into the detail on Patreon. So I really liked Patreon. I miss doing my match breakdowns, but time is an issue and copyright is an issue. So it's making it difficult till I can find ways to deal with both. Right, the Swiss have got a corner here, by the way, with 90 seconds to go. Left-footed in swinger from the right. Easily defended. No Swiss player near. Not much of a plan there. They were a bit safe. You got to be brave here, lads. You've got to go. You've got to go. Go on. Go for it. That looks like a corner. He's give a goal kick. Wow. Those ad hoc streams that we used to do where Welsh Tocky was in the hot tub on the local pundit was special. All kinds of special. Right, come on, Switzerland. We just work one chance. You've got... right, they are going to have a free kick, 30 yards out. Swiss Xhaka's just been brought down, stupidly again, for a pull. But this is going to be it. Oh, he gave it the other way. What? Oh, my... What? How did that happen? That was crazy. That was crazy refereeing. So we are into extra time, folks. We are into the first time we've used extra time in the tournament. I'm all for going straight to penalties, by the way. I think extra time now is a waste of time. Although, do you know what I did see? If they were... Gary Neville had seen something on social media and he had floated it on one of the episodes of the Overlap. It was just one of those, let's be honest, this is just a wild idea if you want to improve football. And he said at full time, do your penalty kicks so you can see who the potential winner of penalties is. Then play your extra time, because extra time sometimes can just be 30 minutes of nothing. So then you have to play your extra time. And if you're the team that's lost, you have then got to be very attacking in extra time. And at the end of extra time, if it's still a draw, you've done your penalty shootout. So that's your result. But if whoever wins after extra time, then the penalty shootout becomes null and void. So I actually quite liked that idea that somebody had suggested. I think that would be worth a trial in a remote league somewhere to see if it worked. Wow, Welsh Techie, I don't want to hear that. Well, there's lots of people who have ideas, Liz, and I just think some of them on paper don't sound good, but you should trial them and just see if maybe it does something different than what your head tells you. Like I'm all for. There are tackles in the game that I think could be a blue or an orange card. So let's trial sim bins and stuff like that, and let's see. But I think given how much football these lot are playing now, and how the players are all moaning about it, and the clubs are all moaning about it, if you can just bin off extra time. If you have to have it, then I think that thing that Gary Neville had found somewhere, I thought was a decent proposal because it just makes it a bit more exciting. So I'm like, trial it in a league somewhere, you know. As I said before on one of our podcasts that there is an Asian league. Can't remember whether it's Japan or Korea, and they're not having, for whatever reason, I think it's because they're resyncing their league season, so they don't really want extra time because they're going to have a longer season, I think. They're abandoning it and just going straight to pens next season. So they're not having draws. So they don't want draws. They are going to go straight to pens at the end of a game. So you just have winners and losers. So I'm like, just try it and see. Try it in a decent league and see. And if it's crap, you just go, well, that didn't work. No problem. What about things like rolling subs? At what point do we just have rolling subs? So that you can spread the load on your players. Yeah, you do that as kids. Would that benefit players? So you could say to somebody who's like, I'm trying to think of a player who've Wrexham, like Elliot Lee had a season where he played nearly every game. Yeah, was it 2 years ago, something like that? If Parky had the option to roll in sub him, he might have been able to pull him off for 20 minutes and then throw him back on at the end of the game. There's loads of little ideas. You're just like, because we're so set in our ways and conventional, we just go, no, that's a stupid idea. The sim bin one's a great one because there's a couple of things that the most annoying one for me, Maple Synapse, is what I call the transitional foul. Yeah, it's that foul where a team wins the ball back, they start to attack, and straight away somebody takes a yellow card for the team and wipes out a player. If that becomes I don't know, whatever you want it to be, like a 3-minute sim bin, are you going to make that tackle now if you put your team down to 10 players? Probably not. You might do, but probably not. And there's probably other fouls where you think, So there's loads of ideas that you can have. But it doesn't, John. It just gives you the opportunity to have your best players on the pitch as much as possible, as fit and fresh as possible. So if you've got them players, if you've got a big squad, then it'll benefit you because you're just going to have your players on there. But it will benefit if you've got a small squad because you're going to have your players going to be able to give them 20-minute break whenever you want, 10-minute break. So, Keeler Dunn might get on the pitch. Yeah. So there's loads of little ones that are out there that would make the game because it's at breaking point now. The players are threatening to strike because they're playing so many games. So they're saying we're not going to play this many games. They are very vocal about the fact that they are going to start to strike soon. So, you need to do something, don't you? Like the compulsory winter break should be in there, shouldn't it? For instance, but that then became a bloody an excuse to have a trip away, and just you can't be doing that. So They're going to start using Hawkeye for. They're going to start using Hawkeye for where the ball's gone out for throw-ins, apparently, because they realise people are stealing so many yards. That's not a foul, by the way, on Luis Diaz. So they have touch toes, but that's not a foul. Nope. If somebody dives, for instance, in a game and it's really obvious and we see it on a replay, like sin bin, mate. Sin bin, 5 minutes, off you go. Thanks very much. I see Kim's point there. I see Donald. Well, actually, it could have been an AI. Somebody could have AI'd this tweet of Donald Trump. Oh. Look at that. Another dive. The same Colombian. This little Colombian lad is throwing himself all over the place trying to get penalties and free kicks. Didn't look like a penalty from the camera angle. Do you need treatment? No. Oh, look, he's all right. Isn't that magic? He's all right. He doesn't need treatment. Yeah, not a free kick. Not even an injury. Get up. See that? This number 21 has just thrown his legs up, swan dive, tried to win a pen. 5 minutes in the sin bin, mate. Off you go. Oh, here's Christine, her uncle now. Oh, God, terrible. That's it, Esteban. That's it. Did Andros Townsend say that was a pen? That tells you everything. Dreadful footballer he was. Exactly, Maple Synapse. Exactly that. See, that's not a foul either, technically. I know they've given it, but, like, just get on with it. My point was, I was talking about Kim's point then. Somebody, I don't think Donald Trump had written it. Somebody had AI'd a Donald Trump tweet to say about the game yesterday against Belgium, saying basically he's had a word and the tie isn't over. Did he say it's best of 7? And that America would probably win 5 of them. So he was quite comfortable after last night's game. So. We play rolling subs in football up until a certain age at youth football, Maple Synapse. It's the same age group that are now not allowed to head the ball. So the heading is going to be, it will disappear out of football soon. You'll see. Give it about 5 years, you'll see people don't know how to head the ball. Oh, who didn't tell me to start the clock? Let me just... we're about there now. Oh, yeah. I don't even know why it's up. Bono, I couldn't even see it. It was hidden by my widgets. There's all sorts going on the Colombian bench. Well, there's another example, John, I guess. There's another example of, like, what competition was it? It wasn't the Carabao Cup. What was it? Or was it? What competition do we go straight to penalties in the early rounds, you know? One of the cup comps. Was that the Carabao? Maybe it was the Carabao. You've had 90 minutes. You don't need another 30 minutes. So look at the state of that. Honestly, look at that. That's embarrassing. Vargas. But look, doesn't need medical attention because otherwise he'd have to go off the pitch, wouldn't he? I quite like the countdowns on goal kicks and throw-ins. That's quite good. Seen a couple of throw-ins overturned by people taking too long. Just watching the Swiss build up here on the right. They've gone down an alley. Vargas looks for... No, it's not Vargas, sorry. It's Reeder looking for a free kick again. Doesn't get it. Yeah, that is the type of thing, literally, what clubs will start. What was that extra trophy that they introduced in the National League just after we left? And loads of clubs pull out of it every year now. Can't remember what it was called. Might have been like the National League FA Cup or something stupid like that. But loads of the National League clubs pull out of it. They don't even play it. So they're not bothered. Hey, Deandra, how are you? That is an argument, Maple Synapse, that I think the foreign leagues all have less teams than in England. It's a bit of a miracle that the English pyramid survives with so many clubs, given how many lose money. Oh, Colombia have hit the bar from a corner. Oh, it is a miracle that they survive. John says Champions League clubs shouldn't enter. I guess you should have the choice, John, shouldn't you? That's the thing. So if you think, that would just be handy to save a few games, then that would be really good. If you want to go out in that competition and put out a second string to give them minutes to keep them fit, then that's up to you. So, yeah, that's a great header. It's a good chance. Square, it's the bar from Colombia. Oh, and there's a long range shot from Colombia. You notice there's not a lot. They do not like this football, these footballers. There is not a lot of long range goals at this World Cup. And I will bet you the National League Cup, that's the one, Richie. That's it. That's the one that loads of teams pull out of it. So, yeah. Oh, get up. Oh, that's not a foul. It's not a foul. Honestly, if you've ever played the game, you know that isn't a foul. And also, you know that this left back has been diving all game. Yeah. See, historically they have sort of experimented a little bit with golden goal and silver goal, haven't they? That disappeared because it didn't suit somebody's agenda. Did we have one? Was it a Euro that France won on the silver goal? And I can't remember about golden goal. Whether anybody's won a tournament on that, but got a feeling France and David Trezeguet scored a goal that won it on silver goal. Ah, is that what they did, Richie, to fill in the gaps? Yeah. Oh, there's a long range effort that the Swiss keeper has to. Well, it looked a bit unconventional the way he pushed it wide, but maybe again. Let's have a look. Decent hit. Yeah, he's done that very unconventionally. I don't understand what. Just slow. Is it Kendry Paez? Is that who came on? Oh, he's had to dig one out there, but he was being fouled, the Swiss goalkeeper. Not sure who that is. Who's come on? France versus Italy. Probably. It was definitely France, John. So Silva. Oh, good evening, Dan. How are you? I hope your flight over was good. Weather looks amazing. Hope you are well. So Silva goal is that basically if you score a goal, so if we take it like you're going to play 15-minute periods of extra time. If you score a goal, like in the first minute of the first period of extra time, then the opposition have got till the end of that half of extra time to equalize. If they do or win, if they don't score, then you win. So they stop it at the half. So rather than ending the game straight away, it plays out to the end of that period of extra time. So that lasted for 4 years or something like that, roughly. But the Euro final was won on it in about 2004. I'd have to Google it. David Trezeguet scored in the to win it on the silver goal, I think. Maybe it was 2008 or something like that. It was in the 2000s. But they decided that wasn't exciting enough, so they got rid of it. Golden goal obviously used to end. Yeah, it was definitely Trezeguet, definitely France. Just can't remember who it was against, but we're in the right sort of area. Oh, the Swiss are in here. Oh, good save from Colombia keepers. Still alive. Back post. Nah, they've just not. A couple of big Colombian defenders are dealing with it. Oh, there's an offside anyway. 2002, 2004, right. So it was probably 2004. It was probably the end of it for Trezeguet. It was a baller, by the way. Well done to who got that? Well done to John Merrill for getting it that it was Italy. It sounds right, John. Definitely a Euro. But in my head, it was a Euro. So I'm saying it's definitely. I could be wrong, but it felt like a Euros to me. Got a feeling it was a left-footed half volley. Well, that was golden goal, Richie said. I think France won on. I'm gonna have to Firefox this. I'm gonna look. Microphone's in the way when you're trying to. It was golden goal. Ignore me. I've made it up. Can't see it. I must have dreamt. I've dreamt that then. Euro 2000. It was a golden goal. Yeah, I think that was a golden goal. So silver goal didn't last. It was rubbish. Don't do that again. We're coming up to half time. Any second. The ref's going to play 1 minute of additional time. Because we definitely need that 1 minute, don't we? Oh, here come Colombia. They're looking for a free kick on the edge of the box. They're going to have a chance here, Colombia. Oh, good defending. Swiss have defended really well. So far, anytime the Colombians have got a sniff around the edge of the box, they've found a way to get a block in. So this should be the last action of the half. Quintero is going to outswing a corner. Colombia have got some big players in there. Centre halves in particular are big. Loads of argy-bargy with Granit Xhaka. They're having a kiss and a cuddle now. Euro semi-final. Oh, maybe that was it, Richie. Well defended again by the Swiss. They were first contact to the front post. And there's half time in extra time. Well earned, Dan. Enjoy the rest of your trip, buddy. I hope you had a good flight over. And have a good day. I'm assuming they'll do a light day tomorrow. So enjoy your recovery day, perhaps, tomorrow. Maybe some swimming and some bike riding and a bit of stretching and some activating, but nothing too much. So enjoy your day, Dan. John says both of these sides will give Argentina a game. I tell you, Egypt gave them a game and then they shit the bed with 20 minutes to go, didn't they? They got so excited and perhaps thought they'd win. Oh, Greece won on a silver goal, did they? Why did I think it was France? God, in my head, it's clear as day it was France, but it was Greece. That was when Greece won it then, presumably, Richie, was it? That was about the year they won it, where they basically 1-0'd every game up until the final. They might have even 1-0'd every game. It was like, yeah. Lots of cuddling going on, and the Swiss are in the huddle. I'm just trying to watch the managers to see if there's much sort of reorganizing going on or stretching or what's going on. Swiss are definitely in a big huddle. Colombia was slightly different. Yakin, the Swiss manager, was a very famous player. Him and his brother, Murat and Yakin. Excuse me. It's 20 past 11 UK time. It's roasting hot. It's really hot upstairs in our house. I still like that. Norway have actually had a couple of good kits for the last few years, to be fair to them. The truth is kind of somewhere between, John, isn't it? The reality is that England dug in with 10 men, and like Dan Burn, for instance, did well. But a better team might have hurt England more with 10 men, obviously. But when if you've got Jude and Harry Kane on the pitch, you've got a chance in the game, haven't you? Because they can get you out of trouble very quickly. But Argentina were out of that game with 70 minutes today. They were Egypt switched off. They had a 5-minute spell where they switched off. They thought they'd won the game. They went to sleep. Oh, the Swiss have got a foul there in the box. Looks very soft. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, we're not going to get a replay. It looked awfully soft. Why have you liked the video, folks? Get on those likes, please. Let's make sure that we like the video on your way in or your way out. That helps us out. If we can get loads of likes, we'll get a goal. I think that's the problem. I haven't started the clock. Why did nobody tell me I haven't started the clock? We're about there. Yeah, we're pretty much right. Yeah, you can't invite that much pressure. You have to have the balance between defence and attack. But it's easier said than done when you're a manager. Well, the old adage was 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football because you get complacent at 2-0. The stats don't bear that saying out, but in football, that is a well-known saying, and it played out today, but statistically, it doesn't play out normally. I was watching Egypt thinking, I tell you what, an African team might win this year. The way the European teams are dropping. But, yeah. I was delighted for Belgium. I am... whoever this Colombian is, he spent more time on the floor than he has stood up. Who is it? Who are you? Campaz. I've never seen a footballer on his ass more than this fella. I forgot what my point was now. Oh, yeah, I was delighted for Belgium because all that hullabaloo, and they properly did a job on America. And I'm afraid... let's just see what's going on here. Trump and Infantino brought all the negativity that the Americans were probably feeling online and in conversation at work and stuff, all that negativity from other countries. I'm afraid that all came from two people. So this ref is an example of somebody who's not played the game. So he has no idea when he sees a foul, if you've played the game, you just go, that's not a foul, just get on with it. Even if there's contact, the game is a contact sport, so you are allowed to have some contact. But refs they just blow straight away. Whereas a good ref would just go, no, carry on. That's not a foul. Yes, there's contact, but you just get on with it. Go on, not a foul. And this one is an example of a very modern ref, really. Yeah, the only thing is, John, they've obviously going to lose Saibari, aren't they? So I think that probably that hinders them, I think. Because there is a drop-off there in that forward position. This is another game where, and we've said this a couple of times, in the final, not today, but we've said it in other games as well. In the final third, both of these teams have not been cutthroat enough. Right, that foul there. Did he actually touch him? He didn't argue the foul, so I'm going to assume he did. We're not going to see a replay. Because from the camera angle, it didn't look like a foul. But he didn't argue it, so that tells me he's probably right there. Like, where's the urgency here? Is there any urgency? This is what goes missing in extra time. That should be a Swiss ball. Can't believe he's given that to Colombia. What? Got a switch on here. They're going to have a little overload down the flank. Don't take it. Terrible shot. Over the bar. Honestly, I think it's the ball. I think it's the ball. I think it's a dreadful ball, this 4-piece bloody Trionda or whatever it's called. Because the World Cup is normally about absolute worldy goals from, overhead kicks from 6 yards, 30, 40-yard absolute thunderbolts and stuff. And yeah. The Swiss have got a chance here. They can work an overload here if they're good. On the left side. Poor ball from Vargas. Whip it in. He does terribly. Ref fell over them. What was he doing? I will check the stats, Liz, and just have a look. Shots on target. 3 for Colombia and 2 for the Swiss. Granit Xhaka puts one over the bar. Blame the ball, Granit. The XG for the Swiss, 0.3. 0.7 for Colombia, interestingly. Honestly, I think this ball is crap. Oh, Colombia have made a right mess of playing out from the back. Swiss haven't got a long throw, it would appear. Vargas is going to take it. It's a loopy one. The problem with the loopy long throw is it's too easy to defend. What's the ref given there? He's given handball. What's he given handball for? I need a replay, referee, because at the moment I think you've just blown for little reason. We didn't get a replay, unfortunately. Oh, Granit Xhaka has given away an absolute... Oh, what a mistake. My mate Campaz, who spends more time on the floor than he does stood up, has missed an absolute sitter. The Swiss tried to be clever. Granit Xhaka, why is he looking for offside? He turns around and looks for offside. Why are you looking for offside, you wazzock? Oh, that's a sitter. Granit Xhaka picks up the Wazzock Award. Wow, that was a chance. I mean, you've got to hit the target at least. Make the goalkeeper make a save. Here's another free kick for a flop. The amount of crowding around referees there's been in this tournament, terrible. Yeah, let's have a look at the replay. That didn't look like much of a foul. Luis Diaz has thrown himself to the floor. So Colombia now have their chance. 30 yards out, near the touchline, left footer, outswinger, 5 or 6 in the box, and they get a flick header. It's still alive. There's no offside, but it's cleared eventually. There's a Colombian player, of course, appealing for a penalty. There is potential for a Wazzock graphic, absolutely. That's the centre half. Is he claiming his calf's popped? Colombia need to kick the ball out. If you want the game stopped, you need to kick the ball out, lads, because it's not a head injury. So the referee should not have stopped this game. He's got a cramp. The referee should not have stopped that game. He should have waited for Colombia to put the ball out of play. Poor officiating. He's asking to be subbed. We might even see Yerry Mina here, the old Everton centre-back. Because he's very similar in physicality and stature than Lukami. He's asking for the stretcher. Just throw him off behind the goal. Just put him on your shoulder. Throw him off behind the goal. Let's get the sub on. Yeah, here we go. Here's Yerry Mina coming on. Now, he is a threat from set pieces, Yerry Mina. Good in both boxes normally. If they get any late corners or free kicks, he will be a problem. It's another 6'6", 6'7" centre back. Decent pace, physical. I mean, you wouldn't have him and Davinson Sanchez as your fantasy league back centre backs. So I'll just point that out. Like that would be pretty disastrous. But so there's 2 minutes to go. Well, there's not. There's a minute to go. Are you brave? Are you going to go for it? Do you play safe and go for the pens? Here come the Swiss. Decent cutback. Nobody there. That's where you've got to have a quality delivery. You need to get your head up when you're in that position. Don't just hit it aimlessly. You need to get your head up and pick out a pass. That Colombian player has miscontrolled the ball there. Yeah, it wasn't the best Bono, was it? But the thing is, Tim Ream has a chance to block that, and he makes a pig's ear of it as well. So, on average, remember this, on average, 3 mistakes lead to a goal. I think the problem is Freeze had 2 of those 3 mistakes. Who do we fancy in a penalty shootout? Now that is the question. We'll start another poll and see who we think. Let's see. So like the video, and then once you've liked it, go and do the poll for who wins on penalties. Well, what you normally have, Maple Synapse, is you have a plan. So you would be told, right, I want 2 people to hit the 6-yard box, front and back post. I want somebody to arrive at the penalty spot, and I want somebody to arrive later than that on the edge of the 8. You would have a predefined plan. There's another foul that's not a foul. And it's full time. We're all going to penalties. Oh, I don't have a penalty option in this app, so we are just going to have to. I will use the scoreboard now for penalties, folks. Okay. Do you know what? So Colombia are going to win this penalty shootout because they feel to me, not statistically probably, but they feel to me like they've been the side that's done most defending and been less aggressive than the Swiss. The stats haven't been bearing that out, but and it's just football. This is the best team in over 120 minutes. Generally, will lose a penalty shootout. It's just the way it is. Just catching up on WhatsApp while we're waiting for the ad break. Ironically, I've got a KFC ad break now, or Burger King. Might be a Burger King. Oh, it's McDonald's after all. Right. Yes, John, that was right. Was it the last World Cup or the one before? Can't remember. But they did. So they're in the huddle. They're the managers will be asking them who fancies a penalty. Then they'll work out the order once they realise who fancies a penalty. And different people have different philosophies. Some people front load their penalty shootouts with their best players. There is a school of thought where you need to save your best penalty taker to like fourth or fifth. So there are different managers have different philosophies. Some people put their best 1, 3, and 5, and try and get through on 2 and 4. They'll try and get a player less confident or less likely to score, so that you then have better players later in the pen. If it goes beyond the 5. Loads of different philosophies on set pieces like this. Just depends what your philosophy is. Colombia, very technical side. I think Colombia are going to win this now on pens. The predictions have gone out the window. Swiss guy who said 3-2 to Switzerland. I said 2-1. Ledge said 2-1 to Colombia. John Hill said Colombia by a goal, but maybe in extra time. Switzerland are fairly dull, John said. Richie said Swiss 2-1. Liz said 2-0. See, this is what I mean. It's not played out like that, is it? Yeah, nothing. There's nothing technical about Duncan Ferguson, is there? Just they practice penalties till they're blue in the face. But what you can't, the old adage, you can't replicate the pressure, can you? So Colombia are definitely up first. And is that the Colombian end? I'm going to guess so. It looks quite mixed in some places, but they're just being warned about coming off their goal line for the penalties. They say it's in the lap of the gods. Kind of isn't, but I understand what they mean. So here we go. Scoreboard now. We'll switch to penalties, not normal score. Colombia up first. I think Colombia are going to win this. Sorry, Swiss guy. Let's have a look at the run-up. Stuttery, straight down the middle, and there you go. Quintero, decent pen. Straight down the middle. What do the Swiss do? Who do they send up first? Experience in Granit Xhaka? Somebody else? It is Granit Xhaka. The man who's been denied a move to Chelsea because Sunderland are holding out for 30 million for him. Left-footed. 8 paces, 6 to 8 paces. Smashes it. Oh, keeper gets his hand to it, but it goes in because it was a simple shot with power, you see. Keeper did really well to get a hand to that. Yeah, 90%, 89% of people think that Switzerland are going to win. I think that's based on the game. Side-footed it, actually. It's actually not a brilliant pen. But it's in. We're all level, and the pressure pushes to... That's not Davinson Sanchez taking that penalty. That's that. The centre-back, one of the dodgiest centre-backs in history, is rolling up to take this penalty. Maybe he's a brilliant penalty taker. He's possibly a better penalty taker than he is a defender. Keeper needs to come out and delay this. This is the one you need to delay. Not a forward who's got experience. This one is the one you need to get off your line, delay it. Jump around, shout at him, scream at him, call his mother and his wife all sorts of ungodly things. Here we go. Oh, stuttery. Is it the bar? Did it go over? No, didn't fancy that at all. Weird that they sent him up. Weird. Oh, it bounces on the line, I think. I need a slow motion replay of this. Oh, it does. It's hit the line when it's bounced away. That was a very strange choice to send up quite frankly, a ridiculously poor centre-back. So this is a chance now. The pressure switches to the Swiss. And this is the big penalty. This is the one you need to... Don't mess about with this penalty. Just get it on target. Because even if it's poor, it might go in. Noni is daft running. I don't like your run-up, if I'm honest. But he scored it anyway. Cool as you like, Amdouni. It was a really strange choice, John, as you will know because you'll remember him from being at Tottenham. It was a really strange choice to send Davinson Sanchez. He's a calamitous centre-back. But this is the problem, you see. You get to that huddle at full time, and strikers who would normally, you think, or forwards who might normally take the pens, all of a sudden go quiet. And it's like, who fancies them? So Campaz is going to score this really well, but I'm really hoping he misses because he's really annoyed me with all his diving and cheating. But it won't work like that. He looks quite a technical player. Oh, he's jammy twat. Gone underneath the goalkeeper. It's gone underneath Coble. Should save it. It's poor goalkeeping. Should save it. So the pressure now rounds back up to the Swiss. And it is a centre half again. It's a Kanji. Oh, it's Manuel Akanji, the Inter Milan former Man City player. He's going to take it. Let's watch 6 or so paces back. Exhales. Approaches the ball. Over the bar again. Terrible penalty. That's a woeful penalty. Oh, dear. It's just a really crap penalty, that. His technique is dreadful. So after 3 pens, we're all level. So after all that, we've basically got technically we've got a 2 penalty shootout with Colombia up first. Kobel saves. Oh, massive save for Kobel. Oh, my word. Hernandez. It wasn't the worst looking penalty. I'd need to see a replay to see how high it was and how in the corner it was, which I'm now getting. It's a good save. It's not an awful pen. The only thing you would say is at a savable height is the terminology we use. So that's the only thing you would say about that. All right. Swiss now have the chance to have a massive advantage in this game. This is a short run-up. I'm not a fan of, but that doesn't mean that they'll miss. Stutter. Straight down the middle. Goal. Swiss have scored. Swiss will win it if they score their, irrespective, if they score their last penalty, they're going through. But if Colombia miss, then it's all over regardless. The odds are in Switzerland's favour, but are the footballing gods in their favour? So Colombia have saved a good penalty taker till the end, you see. They've saved Luis Diaz to penalty spot number 5 because they thought this could be the decisive one. The Bayern Munich former Liverpool player. Again, 6 paces. 1 to the side, stutter, scores, calm, pokes it in the side. Switzerland are being made to take this penalty to win. Waited for the goalie. He waited as long as he could for the goalie to go and then just side-footed it into the corner regardless. So here we go. It's Vargas. The Sevilla left winger, who's going to have the opportunity to send the Swiss through. Have they saved him for 5th? Or has he just been lumbered with 5th spot? He stands on the edge of the 18-yard box. Big exhale. 1, 2 steps left. Small stutters. Scores! The Swiss are going through. Colombia are out. Good penalty. Great penalty. Good for Switzerland, that. There we go. I'm not sure. Maybe Swiss guy can tell us what's the deepest they've been in a World Cup. This will be close to it if it's not there. And the Colombians are going home. Like the stats don't bear this out, but from me watching that game, I saw more impetus from Switzerland actually. So quarterfinals, the Swiss are through. Anything else now is the cherry on the cake for the Swiss. They've outperformed their expectations, I would realistically think. But they need to practice some penalties. Go and practice some penalties. Good. There you go. No problem, folks. No problem. Thank you for keeping me company. We appreciate that. So don't forget, me, Welsh Techie, and Dell will be live at 6 o'clock tomorrow with the full-time podcast. We'll have a little chat about this little point of pre-season ahead of the Women's Champions League qualifiers. And yes, if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, sign up to the Substack. There's links to everything. I've put a post with all my links, so you can go and see all our links. You can join the Discord server now. We've opened that up to everybody. So yeah, that was a good game, folks. Enjoyed that. Go about your day. It is 5 to midnight here. So first quarterfinal since 1954 for the Swiss. So that's the fourth time they've got there. First time since 1954. They have no pressure on the Swiss in the next round. It is just it's an easy game for them in terms of no expectation. Just play it. Just play it. Colombians are in cheers. They didn't do enough in the game for me, I'm afraid. Irrespective of what the stats show, they weren't good enough for me. I was really underwhelmed. So yeah, that's good for the Swiss. That's nice when a team like that has a nice little run. So yeah, I really like that. Right. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, or if you're on Wednesday already, enjoy your Wednesday. And I think we have a rest tomorrow, don't we? We don't have any World Cup games tomorrow. So and then the next round starts. So enjoy your day, and we will see you on the next one.